Fort Worth, Texas, Amon G. Carter Stadium has become a showplace, and the home of the TCU Horned Frogs is fired up and ready for this one. Today we've got a collision for you between two teams in the rebuilt, revamped Big 12 Conference. As we'll see, the Cincinnati Bearcats taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Looks like the Bearcats will kick this away to get us going. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. On the ground, it's Barnes. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle, but first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He's looking to throw. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
You know how it is on these slant routes. They're much quicker than maybe the receiver's anticipating. To me, it looked like he misjudged this one, and he simply couldn't bring it in.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Hoover. Lets it go quickly. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, you talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab. It's Royer. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Wideouts now clustered. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Royer. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Grab near the sticks, it's Pryor. Moves the ball to the 28, it'll be 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read. The result is a 1st down in a big game.
The Bearcats looking to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw again. With the catch, it's Walker. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. To the air, it's Sorsby. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off.
Touchdown, Bearcats. That's how you finish a play. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Now the handoff.
Great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at midfield. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And first down, right back to the running game. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Looking to pass this time. That's caught. It's Shelton. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Ball handed off. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Extending the play now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that first down as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a first down.
And the Horned Frogs with 1st and 10 here. And the wideout goes in motion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Well, Kirk, it's Cincinnati in front at the moment. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field and ready now for the second period.
TCU 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Using his legs, it's Barnes.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Horned Frogs line it up with 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Tailback tests the middle of the defense.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Hoover. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Now that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack. Backs against the wall, they get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal, and that's a win for the defense.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. It's a run to the left. He gets loose. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Hand off to the single back. He's got the first and still going. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be first and 10 from there.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Bearcats pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Bootleg looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
They'll run it here. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Running back has it on a screen now. The Bearcats pick up enough to get a first down there.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Here's the 2nd down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Coming up, this is a tough 3rd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Caldwell. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. He missed it. Off target that time. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They'll run it from the gun. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Caught by the receiver. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab behind the line. It's Payne. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hoover. Quickly, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw throw. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw here. Running back grabs it on a screen. Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Cincinnati.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. It's a keeper. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to convert the sweep. No he's stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
That's how you close a half off. Offense leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
They need the PAT now to even the score heading to halftime. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start at the 25. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And so that will wrap up a very interesting first half of play. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Will kick this away to start the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Play action here on first down. Makes the grab. It's Caldwell. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
First down and 10. Here comes a handoff. Fights through the tackler. Picks up the first, looking for more. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he's got it again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Looks like the Bearcats are in the red zone now. Throwing off play action. The receiver makes the catch. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
The Bearcats looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Applying for the touchdown on the right side. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they jump on top here in the second half.
Boy, this defense just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's out of bounds at the 25, right where he would have been if he'd just taken a knee. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. They'll hand it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that 5th defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looks to the left, pass caught. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
1st and goal, handoff. He's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Near the 2-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Defense flexing. They stop him again at the 1-yard line. That will be 3rd down.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He'll try a pass here. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely froze the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football, made it an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts from inside the 20. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. And the TCU offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Back in motion now. Caught in the backfield. It's Payne. The Horned Frogs offense is on the move now.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Receiver in motion now. Dropping back. It's Hoover. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Goes out the stiff arm. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And the Horned Frogs lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Receiver makes the grab. Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st down, it's play action. And they've got him on the blitz.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Backed up 2nd and long at the 17. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. To throw, it's Sorsby. Quick throw to the flat, it's a screen. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Let's it fly to the wideout. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. The back's got it. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display. There are a whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw. It's Sorsby. With the catch, it's Allen. Powers through. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
And the Bearcats pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, drops back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. Deep shot toward the end zone. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
The Bearcats bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. To the air, it's Hoover. Grab by the receiver.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Offense operating from the pistol. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fighting him off. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gets made on the out route. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Horned Frogs line up on 1st and 10 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Now here's the toss play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now big decision coming up here on 4th.
The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a 1st down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Now it's 2nd down here. Back to pass. It's Sorsby. Grab down the middle. It's Caldwell. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and his quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Leaning on the run game here.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Looks like the Bearcats move into the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Walker. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Great connection there for 6 points. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Oh, and it's recovered by the kicking team. A special teams turnover. Ouch.
Boy, good job by this cover team of getting downfield and knocking that ball loose to give their offense really good field position.
First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? On the ground, try to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats! This offense is still clicking. Well, they had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. The pocket breaking down. The receiver grabs it. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with it.
And they heave it deep downfield. Caught at the 30, still running. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. He's looking deep again. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a first down and goal. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. Oh, no, trap in back there. A 4th down stop and a sack, no less. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Leaning on the run game here late. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the third downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game. And today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.